Hello children. Today we shall start with the next chapter in your history, transport and communication. And in this segment we are going to focus only on transport. Transport refers to the movement of people, animals and goods from one place to another. In early days, when there was no transport, people moved around either on foot or on the backs of animals. The invention of the wheel changed the way people lived and traveled. Wheel not only changed traveling, it also changed the way people lived. How? Let's see. Wheels were attached to carts for carrying heavy loads easily. So it's changing or affecting how people traveled. Now with the invention of the potter's wheel, people started making vessels to cook and store food items. This is how the invention of the wheel affected the lifestyle of the people. Not just simply traveling but also the lifestyle. Wheels were also used for spinning threads that helped them start weaving and hence wearing clothes. Now during these days, those early days, people also were used to domesticating animals. Now once the wheels were invented and they attached it to the carts, as you can see in the first point, they started using the domesticated animals to pull these carts. And then we see how they used these bullock carts and horse-driven carts to move from place to place. People also started using waterways for transport. Boats that were moved by sails or rowed by human beings were used at that time. Now when the water transport is going through evolution, there were many explorers who went to distant land to explore new areas. 4 of them are mentioned in your textbook. The first one is Ferdinand Magellan, who was the one to prove that the earth was round. Here is the map showing Magellan's voyage around the world. Next, we have Bartholomew Dias, who was the European traveler, the first European sailor who arrived to South Africa in 1488. He set sail in 87 and he reached the tip of South Africa, which he named as Cape of Storms, and later it came to be known as the Cape of Good Hope. Here this map is showing you the route taken by Bartholomew Dias. Next we have Vasco da Gama, who was the first European explorer who traveled to India. He used the route taken by Bartholomew Dias. He sailed around the Cape of Good Hope and he reached Calicut, Goa in India. This particular map shows you his onward as well as his return journey. And the last one is that of Christopher Columbus, who sailed westwards from Spain. This particular map again shows you his onward and return journey. He was the person who founded a new continent which later came to be known as America. Now with the inventions and scientific discoveries, huge change was brought into the means of transport. What you see today, the present day transport or means of transport that we see, they are a huge or a massive difference from what they used to be in the 18th century. Next we come to the water transport. Even the water transport has gone through a huge evolution. The big ships, the big and majestic ships that we see these days, they are a lot better than what they used to be in history. And the air transport. We all know about the Wright brothers who invented and flew the first aircraft. And since then, air travel has undergone tremendous technological change, and it's become a more common mode of transport these days. So this is how the evolution in transport took place, right from the invention of wheel to the modern means of transport that you and I use these days. Read your textbook properly and learn up all the difficult words and meanings. Thank you.